Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your April 2023 general monthly reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thank you for all the love and support. For my true and faithful viewers and subscribers, I appreciate having you guys here for every single reading. As always, I am going to link your playlist here and at the end of your reading. I do read intuitively, so make sure that you stay for the entire reading. It is not just about the cards that are here, but also the energy I pick up on. If you are new to me, welcome. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you feel called to, with your notifications turned on. I've got more readings coming your way. The weeklies are coming up next. I know I've been teasing them for a while, but it is happening now. So here is your 9-card spread for the month, beginning, middle, and ending of the month. Let me pull some energy oracles to see what is the overlying or underlying energy, what you can expect throughout the month of April. And remember to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign readings as well to get a better idea of everything that's to come this month. Okay, as I said that, carrying connections. For some of you, this is a new connection, a new relationship that comes your way. This could be in a form of friendship, or I'm hearing the words kinship. Okay, so this just could be not just a romantic relationship for those not looking for love, but it could be a friendship that will eventually turn to love. This could be, you know, soul family energy, meeting new people, new friends, and engaging with people that have similar likes than you, and perhaps embarking on new friendships, getting to know new people, connecting with new people. Your angel messages here, you have the Knight of Fire, 5 of Fire, and 2 of Earth, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so those are your angel messages. Let's get to the rest of this reading. So your energy for the month, what I'm seeing here, you always tend to get like Aquarius energy, air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but mostly Aquarius. So you could have strong Aquarius in your chart. Queen of Swords tends to pop up in your reading quite often. You could have Aquarius in your chart, or your chart can be dominantly filled with air element. This could be someone that is like your friend, family member, you know, partner, confidant, someone you work closely with, a business partner. The thinking woman really is this Queen of Swords energy. So you could have a romantic connection, or you could be attracting this thinking woman into your life. I feel like things are happening in a way where things are changing on a friendship level. I'm getting a strong message of, and this is exactly how I heard it, is your relationships are changing. Now, that does not just, you know, mean romantic relationships. Relationships as a whole, the relationships that perhaps you have had with friends, family members, your parents, your children, coworkers, relationships as a whole. You know, relationships in everyone's life does not just mean romantic. It could be the relationship you have with your children, the relationship you have with your siblings, friends, family members, coworkers. I feel like there is deeper meaning to certain relationships that you're now starting to notice. And it's not to say that you didn't realize it in the past. I just feel like there is a sense of gratitude, things that you have been thinking about, that perhaps you've gone through some tough times. I'm hearing the words tumultuous times. So some of you may have had a very bad breakup, may have been dealing with, you know, I heard reeling from a bad breakup. So, you know, especially if you had this attachment energy. Now, let's talk about this attachment energy here. I mean, she is handcuffed here, and she's taking her mask off. She's dressed in all white, but the energy around here is very doom and gloom and dark, and feeling of, you know, with the cobwebs all around, that you've been stuck in your ways, or a specific want of how things should, you know, play out or manifest. This could be a specific attachment to expectations in a love, in a relationship. For example, you're of a certain age and you're just, you've been told, or you've been replaying in your head, or you've been saying to yourself, at this age or at this point in my life, I should have already had children. I should have already been married. I should already be making that 6-7 figure income, and so I feel like for some of you, it feels as though maybe you're a little bit behind. You're very stuck and attached to things playing out a certain way, certain outcomes, and even certain people. There could be someone in your life that you've had history with that perhaps you've kind of put your life on hold, expecting this person to come back. And, a year, 2, 5, 10 years later, and you're still nowhere closer than you were before. I feel like for some of you, that is a very strong realization. When you take off the rose-colored glasses, or the mask, if you may, that you perhaps have been dealing with, trying to make everyone think that everything is okay. I'm in a good place. I'm all right. I don't need anyone. I don't need this. I don't need that. Don't worry about me. Y'all are reading things too, y'all are reading too much into things and blah, 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 right? There is this sense of needing to let go of a specific outcome or the way things should be playing out, right? It's time for you to be flexible. It's time for you to let the universe know, hey, listen, I know that I've said that this is what I want, but you know what? Show me what I want. Show me what's best for me. Show me what I deserve. Show me, end all be all, this or better. And I'm willing to take the high road and see how things manifest. And I feel like you will be calling in a deeper sense of gratitude and, reflection on life. Some of you may be journaling. Some of you may be spending a lot more quiet time reading and deepening your knowledge and wisdom. I'm hearing self-help books, and I'm also hearing, don't let anybody hear that Capricorn's reading self-help books. I feel like there, I guess, has been a little bit of a sense of shame into what the idea of a self-help book is, right? I'm hearing some of you may have had a little bit of denial when it comes to, I don't need help from anyone. I've got this. I'm grounded. I can do whatever I want and I'll be okay. There is no shame in asking for help. There is no shame in seeking help or clarity or healing. Okay. So for some of you, your healing, especially if you are in denial of needing any type of healing, can be in the form of self-help books and finding the clarity and some sort of wisdom and understanding, an easier way for you to be able to break down and understand life cycles and karmic lessons that perhaps you've already gone through. That, again, I'm hearing the words you're reeling from. Bad relationships, bad breakups, disappointments, especially if you've had some family, relationship issues or problems. The thinking woman, I feel this doesn't necessarily have to be air sign energy, but I do feel this is someone who really helps you to have a better understanding of what you've gone through, the reasons why, the breakdown, the lesson, the how you get ahead of it, how do you get out of it, how to better yourself, your life, how to be non-reactive when things don't feel right, when things start to go the opposite of going your way. I feel like there is this newfound affinity for someone in your life who really brings a lot to the table on an intellectual level, right? This is someone you have really amazing, deep conversations with. I mean, y'all can talk about the moon and the stars and the dreams and money and career and your bad day at work and how, whatever, out of the universe, off the wall type topics no one will touch. But yet I feel like this is someone that you can have those conversations with. And I meant to say it in the beginning, and I just now saw it when I mentioned the thinking woman and Queen of Swords and how you always have Aquarius and how you always have Queen of Swords here. And I meant to say you also, if you don't have the Queen of Swords, you have the Star. And I just now realized you have the Star card here. So clearly very, very strong Aquarius energy here. here. Aquarius, season could have been important to you this year. You may have gone through a tough breakup, separation, you know, dealing with disappointing energy, disappointing news, upsetting news that still has you maybe in some darker mental states, right? No, this doesn't mean you're going to go, you know, unalive yourself, but just rather than, there's a sense of fear and worry and sleepless nights and anxiety, and it just feels as though you're worried for things that have not yet happened, right? And the more you're deep in that darkness, the harder it becomes to see things clearly for what and who they truly are. Now, your major arcana here is the Star card. This does speak... Okay, I had to kind of cut that a little bit of the video out because YouTube is very strict on, yes, this is considered nudity on this card. And so I don't want to get... you know, dinged with it with YouTube. Anyway, the Star card, as I was saying, this is highlighting, you know, balancing your emotions, highlighting, you know, being able to see things for, I'm hearing a glass half full instead of, you know, half empty, but also understanding the experiences that you have gone through in the past, and how they played a part in your life, and how you can move away, move forward, and no longer being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I feel like some of you have treated relationships that way due to bad connections in the past, but now finding the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Now finding that, let me cover that up. Let's just put a little crystal there. Don't want to get dinged, okay? So highlighting that that regardless of the tough energies, tough experiences that you have gone through, things are actually in a much better way, and you are now more capable. I'm hearing the words more attuned, so to be able to cope and deal with past hardships, past heartaches, and being able to release. I do feel that if in the past you had a fear, or almost like this inability, a fear of commitment, or a fear of moving forward or deepening a relationship, let me tell you, Capricorn, I know some of you are not ready for it, or you think you're not, and it may be quite scary for you, but that is definitely changing, okay? 9 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands at the beginning of your month. So there is this offer of stability, and it can be quite fearful. It can also be someone is asking you to deepen a connection and to make things more permanent, concrete. Someone asking you, is this something that you want to see, you know, go long term, be more exclusive? I feel like if you are seeing someone or dating someone casually, they may be alluding to wanting this to be an exclusive relationship and connection, and there's a part of you that's like, that sounds great and all, but fears of commitment, fears of not being good enough, fearful of messing up and hurting someone the way you've been hurt in the past, right? And there is this feeling of, I've got a lot of fun and passionate energy and attraction for this person, embarking on a new journey with someone, starting a new relationship, starting a new project, a new job. This is a very strong energy of newness, but also energy of something that can be very strong and long-term and fruitful, grounded. But just the thought of it for some of you Capricorns can be really scary, right? And that's where the Star card comes in, where it is time for you to heal. It is time for you to do the inner work and to release yourself from whatever attachments that you have had in the past that have held you back. Because I feel like at some point you're just going to say, you know, holding myself back, not seeing things, or taking things in stride, or following your gut, following your intuition. I'm also hearing following your heart. Some of you are afraid to follow your heart. You may have fear of intimacy issues, or fear of really allowing someone to know you on a deeper level, other than, you know, seeing you at face value, who you are, what you bring to the table. Like, for example, you can tell someone, you know, this is what you like, this is what you like to do, this is what I do for a living, this is what how I live my life, my lifestyle, but it's all, you know, superficial. It's all just what you can show for the most part, but they don't know, you know, what you were as a child, the deeper meaning of why you like certain things, or, you know, those childhood memories that always bring a smile to you when you think about it. And on the flip side of that, the reason why you do or you don't like certain things because of, you know, perhaps traumatic childhood events. You know, that's really getting to know someone, bearing it all for someone is how I feel. I feel like you're meeting that person, if you're not already with them, where you don't have to sit in fear or worry of judgment that they're going to leave you the minute you let them into the darker side of what you have gone through, right? And that really does help you. Your vulnerability at that time with that person really does help to restore your faith in love, in connection, in, you know, commitment, in allowing someone in. And it really makes you happier than you could have ever thought of. And I know for some of you, just saying those words is like scary as hell. And you're like, hell no, I don't want that. But you may not realize that that may be the answer as to why you don't want that. What that is the key to healing, the reason why you don't want that, right? And you have the King of Wands here, fire sign energy. We've got that quite a few times because you have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Fire, along with the Five of Fire Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the King of Wands, he is committed to himself, to the greater good. He is committed to, you know, knowing what he wants and not being afraid to act on it. And I feel like the term or feeling of bearing it all and being vulnerable with someone and expanding your connections, going deeper, going all in love, in friendship, in relationships. I'm even hearing now that you are feeling more grateful and seeing friends for who, you know, for how they've been with you, how you've been so grateful. And maybe you've never truly acknowledged, you know, what they've done for you and how they've helped you. I feel like you are going on this journey of going out of your way and really letting them know how much you're grateful for, your deep appreciation for their help in whatever it is that you've gone through. And I feel with the King of Wands, it's really you saying, you know, you've been afraid of acting, but now you feel empowered. Now you feel empowered to take action, where in the past you have felt immovable. In the past you have felt like it's the same cycle over and over again with this Two of Swords, where you keep hoping for a different outcome and yet you end up in the same situation with the Four of Cups. You know, emotional discontentment, feeling like you've been so attached to a specific outcome. You keep replaying the same thing over and over again. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And someone comes in and says, what the hell are you doing? Capricorn, what the hell are you doing? You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Are you freaking insane, Capricorn, right? And this is not to make fun or poke fun in any way, but rather than to bring a sense of clarity and logic to your behaviors and your expectations or outcomes of what's to come, of what's expected, and is it within reason, right? Things of that nature. I do feel that at this time you are gaining the clarity that you need, not just through your experiences, but through the help or guide of someone who helps to clarify your path, your situation, your lessons, and how to deal with them moving forward. You have the Knight of Fire here with your angel messages. This is the energy of being passionate, adventurous, adventurous, self-assured, but also restless, like restless to move on, restless to leave things behind. Especially with the King of Wands, I feel like this is the energy you come out this month, starting off like this, and then moving into that King of Wands energy, knowing that with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, wanting to have something more concrete, more grounded, that you're no longer in that wavery, flaky, instability, unstable energy, right? But this is also a message that says a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully, okay? I feel like there's a lot of fear-based thoughts and decisions that have been made in the past, and there's a continual energy about it that it's time for you to break the chain, break free from that cycle. The Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. Okay, so definitely highlighting the need to heal any type of conflict that you've had with other people. You know, energy of competition, even friendly competition, can have negative ramifications, okay? Two of Earth, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So with the Two of Earth and the Two of Swords, if there are things that you have been kind of going back and forth with, but feeling like this very strong energy of indecision, it does feel very fear-based at this time, okay? Let's see what your tea leaf has for you here. And then I'm going to close this out with the magical messages from the fairies. The Bridge card, successfully overcoming a problem. Pretty much what I've said to you, right? You can move past this, especially if there have been fears or worries, right? Oh, another card flew out, and the card of marriage. So successfully overcoming a problem in your marriage, in a relationship, perhaps fear of marriage, fear of commitment. You could be moving past that and bridging the gap, doing the healing work, understanding that there is no need to be fearful of marriage. I'm hearing like some of you are feeling like marriage equals to confinement, right? Like it's not jail or prison. And yet some of you may be feeling like there is this energy of, okay, I heard there is no energy like freedom and being able to move around within your own parameters, without judgment, without having to check in, without, I feel like there's a negative view or connotation to marriage. I'm not one to speak on that, but I feel like there is some deeper reasoning behind that. So you also have the card of Egg. Now, another card that speaks of success. This says success assured with good plans and hard work. Success in your healing, in making amends, in breaking free from negative cycles or, you know, negative attachments to certain relationships or viewpoints you've had in the past. And the card of the Bow, I love this card. It is so sweet. You are highly thought of. So for some of you, I feel like there is this energy of having a confidence within yourself. However, there is something that has happened to you in the past or that you may be currently experiencing where there is a bit of insecurity at the moment. However, the energy of the Bow that's saying you are highly thought of, especially in a partnership or in your place of employment, it can be key. I'm hearing in friendships as well, can be key to how you take your next step and how you heal and move forward. As I say that, the card of the Candle flew out. You will be shown the way. A bunch of other cards flew out as well, but I won't be taking those. And I will take one more here. So you will be shown the way is what I'm hearing. And I love it. A change for the better with the Butterfly card. I mean, you cannot go wrong when it comes to healing. I mean, the doors that you unlock for yourself, the doors, the experiences, the feelings of happiness and joy that just that just fill you when you've done the healing work. When you don't do the healing work, right? When you're stuck in this negative cycle of feeling like, I guess this is what's all I'm worthy of. I guess this is all the only way I'll ever be. You know, I'm single for life, or I'll never be able to make this much money. It's a negative thought pattern, life cycle, karmic cycle that just keeps replaying for some of you. Not all of you, okay? However, I'm going to pull a couple cards here for the attachment and the Nine of Swords. I already had one card fly out and this one that flipped out. So let's take that. Oh, whew. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's pretty scary. Pretty, not, listen, you've already gone through this. This is not what's about to happen. 10 of Swords and 7 of Swords. This is someone purposely hurting you, backstabbing, betraying you, wanting to see your ruin, wanting to wish ruin upon you on a mental, emotional, negative light. I do feel like if you've been experiencing brain fog, and I don't know if you heard the honk there, if you've been experiencing brain fog, psychic attacks, headaches, feeling like you just feel off. I feel like there is this energy for some of you, not all of you, where this person really does wish negative upon you. This is evil eye to the max. This is not putting some sort of negative attachment to you, right? I mean, you literally have the attachment card with the 9 of Swords next to it, and to clarify is the 10 and 7 of Swords. Yeah, I feel that you haven't been able to find the answers or the clarity because someone wishes to block you from healing, block you from all that is good. It's unfortunate. I know not all of you are going through that, but bringing this type of clarity, or if you've had that sneaky suspicion about it and you're just like, I knew it, I freaking knew it, right? The Wheel of Fortune is really here to let you know that now that you know this, now that you're armed with this information, act upon it. And no, I don't mean in a revenge or vengeful way, but rather, now you know how to move forward. Now you know what to do. Clear yourself, heal yourself, get grounded, do what you need to do to release yourself from any negative binding work or negative attachment work, because there is positive change coming your way. You just may not be seeing it because it just feels like you're stuck in this brain fog type energy, okay? And it's not good. Again, not everyone is going through that. Describing the symptoms that I have stated, the brain fog, the headaches, the psychic attacks, feeling as though you're always exhausted when normally you're not. Obviously, see a doctor. Make sure there is nothing medically wrong for you, because I am not a medical specialist. However, I feel if you feel as though you've gone through one difficult time after another, all of your things that you've worked so hard for are seemingly starting to come undone or fall apart. It might be time for you to really do the inner work, the healing work, the grounding, Reiki energy, and you have the card of walking away. So I'm hearing for some of you, you may have been involved with someone who, let me just say it this way, you may have felt very attached to this person, perhaps in a physical way. You did not want to let them go. There was probably a lot of passionate energy here. Feels like it could have been a situationship that went perhaps horribly wrong. They wanted commitment, you didn't. It just feels as though it may have turned into a very unhealthy and toxic relationship or connection. whether or not, you know, you realize that or that was your intention, I feel like it did, you perhaps did need to walk away from it. And either you're still with this person and things feel like you feel like you haven't been the same since, or you've walked away from it and you keep going back and forth, this endless karmic cycle where you feel like there's almost this listen, point blank, it feels as though no matter how hard you try to leave this person and walk away, there is, for whatever reason, an unexplainable urge to go back to them, to see them, to talk to them. And this is a clear sign that it is time for you to walk away from this karmic cycle. Do the clearing work. For some of you, it is absolutely important to clear yourself and protect yourself moving forward. Okay, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. And they absolutely will with this Wheel of Fortune card here. Let me pull one more card. What else can Capricorn expect after this is for you to go on holiday, go on a vacation. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. Now, for some of you, that means going away for a while, taking some distance, disconnecting, no phones, no internet, no social media, not responding to someone's messages, literally detaching and disconnecting. And I feel like it brings this sense of a breath of fresh air, going out in nature, doing some hiking, doing some healing, some soul searching, going on a spiritual journey, and not allowing this person's negative energy to intrude on you, on your healing. Listen, some of you are dealing with a person that wants to keep you stuck. Know the warning signs and, you know, do the work, the healing work to get yourself out of a tough situation, okay? I wish you all the healing and strength and courage to break free from any karmic cycles that you may be experiencing at this time. And, you know, it really starts with you and learning from these situations and healing and making a really conscious effort to say no more. Enough is enough. This has been a nightmare of a relationship, a situationship, or whatever it may be. But that is being clearly highlighted for someone here. So I wish you guys all the best. Remember, your weeklies are coming up next, so make sure your notifications are turned on. Your playlist is here to book a personal reading is in the description box down below, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.